Today I'll be telling you some of the top Google apps that you have to know. So let's get straight into this video. So our first app on this list would be Google Slides. So I've actually used this one a lot and it's super simple. So when you click on Google Slides, it should bring you to a page like this. Click on blank. And basically you can just start creating. You can change the background. You can add your own text box. And there are also some themes that you can pick from. I usually make my own background. So just write maybe hello. And what you could do, maybe you don't like this font. So there's a few fonts to choose from. And maybe you don't like any of those fonts. So what you could do, click on more fonts. And there's quite a few. Yeah, one of my favorites is Railway. So I'm going to use that. And I can make the font size super big, like, whoa, I can't even, I don't know where it all went. Oh, wow. So you could actually make your thing this big. I don't know what the limit is. So I think 400 is the limit. So yeah, and you can also change the color of your font, like red, and maybe you don't like any of these colors either, so you can click on custom and kind of pick your own color. So I'll go for one of my favorite colors. And now you can, and it can kind of give you a little preview here, what it would look like when you present. And click on background. So you could change your background like that too. Something cool that you could do too, when you click on background and background color, there's something called gradient. Click on that and you can do like this cool stuff with your background. And you can actually make your own custom gradient. Click on custom and add. And you can make it linear. You can change the angle. So that's pretty cool too. And if you want like a preview of what it would look like, you would click on the present button. And this is how it would look like. Hello. This present button. And something cool in present too is if you want to kind of point something out, there's something called pointer, and you'll see at the bottom of your screen. Here, it's gonna go like that. And there's something called captions. So like you can see and read at the bottom, like right there. You can probably see the captions right there. So that's also something really cool. Let's move on to our next app on our list. So the next one is Sheets. And this one's pretty cool for making charts and it's like infographics and stuff like that. So it's a lot like the slides layout. So click on blank and it should bring you to something that looks like this. And some people can do like, I don't know, pixel art on this. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I don't use it too often though. So you can actually change the size of your pixels. You just click on that. And it should make your things smaller. So if you want to make a chart, this is all you have to do. So click on this, maybe click on okay, let me think of something we can make a chart on. Okay, people that are feeling happy and sad this day. Okay, and then okay. Now all you have to do is click on the on this thing after happy and sad. You can make it anything. You can do like, I don't know, a billion ones, and you can have a chart with a billion categories. And there could be like 20 people happy today and like 7 people sad. So all you have to do is click, drag, and just sort of well, so you have to click and drag and copy all of the things you want to make into a chart. Now you might see this insert chart button where there's a square and 3 different size lines. Click on that. It might take a while, but it's gonna turn it into a chart, like maybe a bar graph or like a pie chart. Yeah. So actually I wanted a bar graph, right? And it gave me a pie chart. So all you have to do is click on pie chart, and you should see this drop down menu, and click on column chart. Oh, I think I made my border big. Let me remove these. So you can see you have the happy sad thing. It says sad people 7 and happy people 20. And then click, oh, never mind, sorry guys. Undo. Click on the chart again. Click on the 3 dots up here. Edit chart. And you can actually, there's like lots of stuff to do. So you can, so I'm not gonna do it in too much in detail right now. You can like do quite a few stuff in this. I haven't used it for a while though. And it's kind of handy for school because like sometimes you have to make like a chart. So I'm gonna make the background color, say this red, and the chart border color purple. No, not purple. So there's like lots of stuff you can do. So you can even change the font of this. I do not think you can add any fonts in this, so that's, yeah. And you can also make it 3D. It kind of looks cool in 3D. And if you click on the shapes, then you can actually change the color of it. And I want to change this one to, let's say, this color. So that's also kind of cool. So that's it for Sheets. Let's move on to the next one, which is Google Forms. Alright guys, so this is the Google Forms layout. I think I've done a tutorial on this one. So on this one, I don't know if I can link the detailed tutorial in the description box below, or you can just click on the eye at the top. So Google Forms has almost the same layout as the sheets and slides. And like you probably already know what to do. You click on the blank, and you can name it something. Sorry. Or like something like that. So you can make a question like what about what is your name? And it can be short answer and required, so something like that. And required means you cannot skip that question. So if it shows that it's gray, that means it's not required. But when you see the dot and it's purple, that means it's required. So you can also add an image or something. You can add another question. There's quite a few kinds to choose from. So that's it for Google Forms. If you want something more in detail, oh yeah, and responses too. So I haven't sent it to anyone, so I would obviously have 0 responses. So if you want it more in detail, the link will be in the description box below for Google Forms. Let's check my list, and the next one will be Google Docs. So this is the layout of Google Docs, and yeah, same again. The layout is the same, and this one is more rectangleish though. And so what I'll have to do is click blank. And this is basically to like organize your notes, like if okay, so this is basically what you like what I would. Sorry guys, I wasn't showing you this. So this is Google Docs. Let me just go back again and show you what to do. So this is Google Docs, and it has the same layout again. And I'll click on blank. And this is basically the first step before slides to make your notes and stuff. Like say you have an assignment and you need to like it's a report on someone, and you but like you need to make notes. So like a good place to do it would be in Google Docs. So you can title it and my notes. Sorry guys. Okay, notes. So you can name it that and then be like their name is dot dot dot. Oh, sorry, grammar mistake. And it tells you when you make a grammar mistake. So, and then you can basically just make a bunch of notes. So this is basically for notes, I guess. And it's like if you need to do an assignment, like I said, you can kind of like make notes here and then kind of copy paste it onto slides, or use the notes and turn into paragraphs and put on slides. Alright guys, so let's move on to our next one. And our next one is, I'm checking my list, and it says Google Draw. So guys, our next one, what we have to do is go to Google and search up Google Drawings, and I have it right here for us. And I'm just going to press enter. So it'll give you quite a few links and stuff. All you have to do is click on Google Drawings and then this thing and then create. If you want, I can put it in the link in the description box below. Okay, so here it's especially made for like drawing. You can change the size. Like maybe you want your thing to be like this itty bitty small or like big, right? So I'm just gonna keep in the regular size. And let's make a text box. And Google Drawings. Yeah, it's actually Google Drawings, by the way, sorry. And then I'm just gonna put do not autofit because it's kind of annoying. Now I can place it like this, or even like that. Okay. So there are also a bunch of fonts to choose from. Lots of them. And like Google Slides, you can add more fonts. I can draw in either Google Slides or Google Draw. They're both equally the same for me. Now there's different kinds of lines. So let me just not use that. Okay, for a second. So when you might see the blue arrow right over here. So right beside it, it says this line. Now, if you click on the line, then when you click and drag, you can have this line. You're gonna get that line. Now you can change the thickness. You can change the line color and all sorts of other stuff. You can also change it like that. So it's pretty cool. I usually keep it like this. Now, let me show you all the different kind of lines. If you click on the arrow drop box, there will be the regular line. Now there's the arrow line. I'll change the color to red, and let's just do it like that. So that's the arrow line. Then there is the elbow connector. So it's kind of like these cool wavy things. And it's still an arrow, so like you could do it like that. Like if you want some cool stuff like that. So I'm just gonna delete a few of these. Put it back to arrow, delete that, delete that, delete that. Okay. And I'll do it one day more in detail too. So that was the elbow connector. This is the curve connector. So you could do all these curvy stuff. Let's put the thickness. So it's just a bunch of curvy stuff, right? They're basically, when you put it on the purple dot, you can connect it to another purple dot, and I'll do it like the way you want it. I think there are 2 more left. Let me check. So I've shown you 3 types of lines right now. Now, yeah, so getting into some of my favorites. Curve. Curve is where you can make all these different curvy shapes like this. And you can end it just like that, you see? Or you can actually start your curve and actually fill it in and like kind of, you see, you have a full shape. You made your own shape, and I'll fill it in with green and make the border color red. So you can actually fill it in, right? So that's curve. So you probably see the difference between these two. Now let's move on to another one of my favorites, polyline. Now this is almost the same as curve, except it doesn't do a curve, it does these straight lines. So you could end just like that. Sorry guys. Or you can actually, if you want, you can click on polyline and make it into your very own shape. Now, what if you made your shape and you don't like it? Double click on it and it should bring you to this. Now you can actually just go around, like kind of change up your shape. You can make it into a totally different shape just like that. Like, take that. Okay, so I don't know if you could do it with these. I've actually never tried before. Yeah, I don't think you could do it with these arrows and these lines. But you can make them longer, that is for sure. And you could do the same with this. Now there's one last one I didn't show you at Scribble. Now Scribble, you can't join them, but it's just a bunch of random lines. So this is basically Scribble. Now one thing I use Scribble a lot for is, say I have a text box and I'm like, okay, let me just do don't modify. And let's do no way. And then make this kind of like red. Never mind, black, and make this a bit more bigger. This is usually why, like, where I use Scribble. And then I would click on Scribble and scribble on no way. Oh, sorry. Sometimes it doesn't take your scribble. So if it doesn't take your scribble, that's all right. So, and then I'll make it red and make it so like something like that. So these are some different stuff you can do. You could add different shapes and these matte stuff and these whatever these are. I don't know how to pronounce it. Calutes and then arrows and their shapes too. So that's something I'll be doing more in detail soon. Not right now, but later on. So just be ready for that. Now let's move on to the next thing on our list, and this one is called Google Keep. So this is Google Keep. All you have to do, let me show you. You have to go to a new tab. So like this. You'll probably see these 9 dots right here. Click on that. And you will see a bunch of different kinds of apps, right? And right in the second, like after that line, it should be like after, what do you call it? Google Hang. So Google Hangouts, and when you click on Keep, it brings you to Google Keep right here. So yeah, so that's how you get to Google Keep. Now Google Keep is probably one of the most easiest to use apps so far. So wait. So I already wrote one of my notes here. Okay. So what you have to do is click on Take Note and maybe title it like Reminder or it could be your schedule, and like, I don't know, wake up, close, alarm, stuff like that. And you can also add an image. You can delete it by saying close. And also you can color it. So I'm actually on the dark mode right now. So all my colors will be dark. So there are all these different colors to choose from, right? I like pink and this purple the most. And the other colors aren't too bad either, but purple is one of my favorite. So that's basically what you can do. There's reminders. So you can set a reminder. Like you could pick a date, time, or something, right? So maybe I want it to be 8 o'clock p.m. Yeah, I wanted that. Like, I don't know. Maybe at 8 o'clock, I need to go to someone's house, right? Or I don't know, you have to pick up your books from the library or something like that. I'm not really sure what this is actually. What is edit? Oh, they're just labels. Okay. You can, so basically this is edit. When you click on edit labels, okay, I'm gonna delete that. So you can click on fun. You can make it fun time, and this is actually pretty fun to use. And click on done. Now there will be a whole new category, and it's gonna be called fun time. Now, like, you can be like, I don't know, playing a bouncy castle. You can write like all of these different stuff, and you can actually add a collaborator. So I can add someone to it, but I'm not gonna add anyone. So basically, this is Google Keep. Now let's move on to the next one, Google Meet. Now this is Google Meet. Now Google Meet you probably are familiar with. It's since like what do you call it? Some people have gone online. Google Meet, people have used Google Meet a whole lot, and you can create a meeting, or someone will give you a code, and then you will just, I don't know, click join. I'm not gonna try and see what happens when I click join. So I'm not. Sorry, guys. Okay. I forgot to share what I'm doing again. Okay, so this is Google Meet. Now, you're probably familiar with it because since some people have gone online during COVID-19, you've probably used it and are familiar with it. So this is the home page, and you can create a new meeting, or you can enter a code link. So I'm not actually gonna join it. So I don't want to find out what happens if I click the join button, because I'm probably gonna join a random meeting, and I don't want to do that. So someone will give you a code for their meet, and all you have to do is click join, and then you can join their meet. So yeah, obviously you can have a stranger joining too. So there's also another feature when you make a meeting, they have to ask you to join. So you allow the person inside because you recognize this person, and you let them in. So that's basically Google Meet. Not too much to it, but it's super important these days. Okay, guys, this is Google Maps. You probably have used it before or seen someone use it before. Lots of people use it. So I've just got an example place like Disney World. Hit enter. and it should actually show you where Disney World is. It may even give you a little picture to show you kind of like a preview, right? I don't think it's open these days though. So that's just like a picture of Disney World, and what you could do is grab a person, like you will see a person at the really bottom of your screen. Super cute. I really like it. And what you could do is you can drop it on one of the blue lines. And when you drop it, you can actually get a preview. You see? And you can just move around and you can see cars that once passed by. And just click to move forward. So this is something really cool. Like, if you're not actually gonna use it, like you don't have to. Sometimes I do this just for fun, like just move around and like explore different places with this person. So it's kind of cute. I like it. And it's obviously for real stuff too, like locations, not all for fun too. Like you need to find your way around. So this is one of the most important ones I've said so far. I don't know if you could go into this part. Oh, it literally said do not enter. And we're going into the do not enter place. Okay, anyways. Let's move on to our next one. So this is our next one. You probably know this one because a lot of teachers use it. It's called Google Classroom. And in Google Classroom, you can actually create a class or join a class. So I'm not going to join a class that I'm in, or that I'm not joining any random classes either. So I'm going to click on create class actually. So you can read all of this if you'd like. So I've actually created some of my own classrooms before. So the class name, like, I don't know, learn with me, and then I really don't know what section means. Subject, learning stuff, I guess. I don't know, room, say 7, and then create. And then it's just gonna be creating it. And there's quite a few stuff you can do. You can like customize it. So got it. Okay. So my class code would be this. I'm probably just gonna delete this classroom because I don't want anyone joining my classroom randomly, and that's just kind of be weird. So there's like these themes you can choose from. Here you can click on select theme, and then there are quite a few to choose from. So just pick one that you really think that matches your classroom, or one that you like. So I think I like this one. I always choose that one for whenever I make one. And then I can announce something like, so I can be like, we are gonna have a pop quiz. Quiz. So you can like do an announcement and then post. And obviously this is not my real name. I just made up an account for like whenever I need to do this. So hope you are ready. And then just comment on that. So there's quite a few things. Oh, the people, I can invite people to this. And I can give them a class code so that they can join. And then I can create classwork. There's quite a few I can do. I can do quiz assignment. I'm not gonna make one right now. I'll do it one day where I do it in detail. Not right now though. I'm just kind of explaining a few apps that you should know. So this is basically Google Classroom. And yeah, those were all the apps for today. I hope you learned some new ones, and if you didn't learn any new ones, I hope you still learned something more about them. If you'd like to know something like about something more in detail, then just comment down below in the description box. And if you'd like to see some of the ones that I've already did, then I will actually just put them in the description box below. So yeah, that's it for today. I